the end of the year.
Boo! Or yay, depending on how it's gone.
The passage of time.
Comes for us all.
Yes.
Ravages us. We are bestowed here by some memories of times gone by that if I could jump into one of those cards and just sniff.
Sniff the 90s.
Even though I was born in the back end of them.
Yeah. Does it smell like 1994? Definitely. Maybe.
But cigarette packets.
Deep eating tears.
Cigarette packets still have the logos on. And for some reason, that makes me sad.
Yeah. It was a simpler time.
Do you remember that advert for Stop Smoking where it terrified me. Like, the woman was like smoking, and then some like it was like white like shit would fall out of the cigarette.
Yeah.
Like
Do you remember the one that was on for years with the Brummie one? He goes, "That little white stick that you put in your mouth."
Yes, yeah. And it was just horrible.
They were everywhere, weren't they?
Yeah.
All right, we get it. You want us to stop smoking?
And then I got peer pressured into it.
Oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah, it's utter woke nonsense.
I think he's dead now. There was the drink driving guy. I know there's 50 grand on the clock, but that's my final offer.
Oh yeah.
So,
where his life falls apart.
what's it going to be? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Now
like,
back to Hollyoaks.
Yeah. Your wife has left you. Your children no longer speak to you. You've crashed the car. You're in financial. Is it worth the pint? Yes.
That one is the guy who's like, "Oh, I've lost my balloon," and he's like, "You think it's Batman?" And he jumps on the scaffolding to get this woman's balloon, and then he slips and falls.
Oh, yeah,
he's not in
yeah.
the costume anymore.
Have you seen
He was drinking.
the one at the? I can't remember what it is. I think it's season 1 or season 2 on IT Crowd where they do the 4-1. Yeah, video
wouldn't-
piracy is a crime.
Yeah, you wouldn't steal it, but we will steal a living off nostalgia.
Yes,
we will.
And
Well, just before we go into the actual thing, one of my favorite one of them adverts was like the fucking what they call level crossings.
oh yeah, like look left and look
Yeah,
right.
it's like ding ding, so it's going off the ding ding ding. And then there's like this guy, like it's so posh and out of touch. Where he just go, I'm gonna miss the news. So he drives down the level crossing and gets killed because he can't miss the news. Oh, fuck off.
That's funny. Shit, I've not recorded it.
Yeah, recording the news to watch tomorrow.
That was such like loads of did that like years ago. It was like, oh yeah, there's too much football nowadays. If I could just buy a box set of a football. Fuck off.
Anyway, we've rambled.
Sorry.
We've rambled. The year,
We've rambled.
the Cultras year of the end of the year awards for 2024.
Prestigious.
The prestigious inaugural awards.
Sponsored by Lambert and Butler.
And they used to come in a silver and blue packet, James.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Silk cut, mum's favourite.
And that's the times we're harking back.
Silk cut, mum's favourite. Could be a great slogan.
I had some silk cut dominoes, weirdly.
Wow.
They look really prestigious, and I always wondered what silk cut was because I always used to play with these silk cut dominoes, and then it was cigarettes.
Bring it back here. You know you want to.
Marlboro Reds for me, or Camel Blues.
Just like a
This is just
picture boxman.
Yeah. If any cigarette companies want to sponsor us,
Cigarettesman.
Yeah, cigarettes. Do you remember Embassy Eagle?
Pall
Got the snooker cards.
who remembers 10 decks?
10 Decker Richmond, that's my child.
Sterling Burst.
Oh,
Oh, now
he sounds like he could play for Jamaica.
they were a bit late into it. They were the transition into the modern era of cigarettes, and why cigarettes got banned because of menthol.
Yeah. Ironically, when you do smoke, you think you're going to take your own life.
Oh dear.
But we're here
Moving
to talk
on.
about the Cultras Awards.
Yes.
Not any carcinogenics. So we've all got some contenders for possible moments.
Yes.
That define what we're about. And we're going to discuss them. We don't like to put forward a nomination.
So I think for modern Barclaysman of the year, I've got 3 suggestions, but I know Mike's got the same one for one of them.
Oh, have I really?
Yes. So my first of the nominations is both a joint card for different reasons. Oh, in fact, actually, ignore that. One nomination. And it's Lucas Paqueta for backing himself. Because he was charged this year. It did actually happen last year. But, yeah.
Is anything actually happening with that? Because it was a furore, and then...
I think he's got... I think they must have something where, like, it's...
Brush it under the rug syndrome. Thomas Partey.
Yeah. But, like, it's definitely going to cause some serious problems, so that's why they've just left it. Because, like, there's going to be something... If they've obviously seen that if something in that comes out, that the entire gambling industry...
It was quite obvious as well on the clips, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he's just fucking...
Went over to ref in the 92nd minute and just pushed someone in front of him.
Laugh if he didn't book him.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Just headbutting the referee. Come on here, card, you
Come on, ref, I've had a tip.
Yeah, Tony Tonali and him. Wonder why they're all...
Gambling's
And
fun,
now they've ended
James.
up over here. Clubs are shipping them over to these shores while they go through the criminal investigations. It's
Yeah, gambling is very fun. But we can't... We'll accept smoking sponsors, but gambling is a bit beyond the pale.
Would you, if you had any option to... I'm not saying match fixing football-wise, but if you
Yes.
had the option to, would you back yourself?
Yes. Not to name names, but a friend of mine who used to play professional football did the very same.
But actually, I won't sell that story.
No, go on.
I don't think I could back myself.
In any fucking context.
Right, here we go.
Getting out of bed, going to bed.
In any context whatsoever.
Yeah.
Struggle to smile sometimes.
What are the odds on him having a positive affirmation? Evens.
Yeah.
I'll have a bet
that's
builder.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. It's just like the level of confidence that
You have to have.
Yeah.
Back yourself to score.
Well, to be fair, with Paqueta's case, like you can afford.
Oh no, who was that? There was that great the lad in the lower league. I've forgotten his name. Where he bet in the case when it went to court, he was like it has been acknowledged that Mr. Whatever, can't remember his name, has backed his team, backed both his team to lose and to win.
Imagine that being read out.
Yeah. No, and he got his oh no, that was it as well. Yeah. He backed his own team to lose, but the court did note that he did score the last minute winner in this game.
That's bread and butter for the Brazilian league. You were telling me about, and that's subsequently since watching more of the Brazilian league.
Oh yeah.
Not in a
Actually, guys. Yeah.
Redondo is what they do. It's rife the amount of draws.
Yeah,
It's insane.
It's,
Whole
like the
match day
fucking
full of draws.
the Wild West League.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's worse over here. Do you remember when Wayne Shaw backed himself to eat a pie on telly?
Oh, yeah.
The camera pans him, and there was
He won,
so funny.
He won something like 500 quid.
Yeah, stupid cunt, and went, oh yeah, I just backed myself to do that. You idiot!
Back myself to eat a pie. I could do that every day.
Yeah. No, but they had there's so many dodgy results in. We'll get on to that anyway, and that's a episode for another time. Do like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Players who were banned.
For just dodgy results in leagues that
Dodgy
I bet on.
football leagues.
Yeah, but so what were we saying? Paqueta, yeah, got him.
Yeah.
Brian Mbuemo for keep scoring him inside 1 minute 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
And I want to nominate both of them, really, because they come as a package. Mbuemo and Wisser. Two baldmen. Two baldmen up front. That's like if that was in 2000, if Mbuemo and Wisser were two bald strikers in 2007, we'd be talking. We'd never stop talking about them.
Yeah.
Because the problem was when you doing the Daily Barclaysman is that a lot of Brentford fans were annoyed.
Yeah.
But none of them failed to understand the concept of time.
Yeah.
And Wemmo understands it brilliantly because he scores within the first minute.
He does.
But on the people of the GTEC Community Stadium and Hounslow and the surrounding areas. Oh, we got loads of Barclaysmen. Yes, but give it 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And it will mature like a Chateauneuf de Pape. It will only get better.
Yeah. There's a few I like Jensen. I like Jensen.
Yes.
Norgard.
Yeah, Brian Jensen.
Oh God, yeah.
So it's
they're also-
Norgard clip to Norgard by the vaccines.
Yes.
There you go.
It'd be an interesting exercise to pair up future Barclaysmen from today with the Barclaysmen of the past. So,
Oh,
yeah,
segment.
potential. So, like Brian Jensen would potentially be your Klaus Jensen
Yeah.
from way back when, and there is some parallels. Like I'm sure we could think of one for Wissa and Buemo. They've still got a long time.
And
left.
Buemo
Both
reminds
still
me of-
mid-20s.
And Bremo reminds me of macaroni.
Ericsson having
A black
season.
macaroni. Blackaroni.
Ericsson.
Massimo Blackaroni. Is that racist? Do let us know. Is that racist?
Methinks I know the answer. Ericsson having a year there's Barclaysman as well, I'd say, for Brentford. Just
Yeah.
popping in, because that was sort of, he was.
I think if you have a heart attack, you're
Yeah.
a Barclaysman.
I can't believe the controversy that went on with him signing for Man United there, because it was like, oh, Brentford had done you a favour, but he's still a footballer, and Man United have come in for him with like,
Yeah.
And you're still a world-class player who shouldn't be playing for Brentford.
Yeah, they did him a favour. And he
Like
actually
when
really did well.
Cambiasso went to Leicester.
Yeah, and then left
had-
before the fucking...
They had an avenue of mad defensive midfielders, didn't they? They had what was the Gokhan Inler.
Oh, yeah, and he,
Inler.
and he never played for me. Only
Yeah.
played for him like 3 times.
Jesus.
They had Cambiasso, Kante,
Yeah.
and what was that one they signed for loads of money but was shite from Lisbon?
Oh, Slimani.
No, Andre Silva or something.
Islam Slimani.
Islam
Shit.
Slimani was a
Get out.
striker.
Get out.
He
For
played
Newcastle
played
as well.
For, sorry, it's because he played for
Sporting.
Sporting.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was at Porto.
He was Sporting's golden boy at the time, wasn't he, in midfield, and they signed him, and they just had like really, really good midfield. Just everything was based around aging defensive midfielders, which is a glorious tactic. It won them the league.
Danny drink water.
Danny drink
Look,
water.
Danny drink
The most
water.
pointless transfer of all time.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Up there with Kane and Dewsbury Hall. this
yeah,
season.
that
God
was,
love him.
yeah. Oh, ow. Yeah, there was, yeah. I saw that on Twitter, yeah. The thing for the
He'll be on one of them like
Alfie HITC7s or whatever.
James English.
Do credit, because we can't whinge about nicking stuff off, even though the overlap have robbed us off kit sponsors today. But other than that,
Oh,
They
they
just
can fuck off.
they just reference us instead of Google.
2/3 of them can fuck off.
But you're all welcome on it.
yeah,
Anytime.
anytime you want, please give us money. Yeah.
Sorry, my blood is boiling by the mere mention.
What of Gary Neville?
I was going to say something then about. Oh, he'll be on one of them podcasts in like a couple of years' time. Like
He's already been on a few.
Is he?
I think I've
like
seen
telling
it.
him about,
Yeah, yes, yeah.
about Neil Warnock one where Benitez is like, he didn't even come up to me and tell me. I just had to go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, mate, you're
Stephen
holding on
Warnock
to a
one.
grudge.
Yeah, I know, but it is sort of like think about the grudges we hold, and then think about I got told I was going to the Champions League final, then
Yeah,
wasn't. I think is
Yeah, I think it's.
I think that's pretty fair enough, to be fair.
It's also from both sides because, like, in all fairness, like Rafa Benitez isn't going to be wanted to be concerned about Stephen Warnock's feelings at the time, was he? He wasn't in the reckoning, but yeah,
No.
But
yeah.
be,
I'd be pissed off.
like when David Bentley went on. I just fell out of love with the guy.
Yeah,
Just fell out of love with
I
him.
mean, your knees were going, you couldn't get.
Well,
a big deal.
same happened to Shirley, didn't it? Like he retired at 30. What was it? 32.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just couldn't be asked. I suppose what. I
early
suppose,
retirements. Let's get a trend.
Oh, yeah.
Eden Hazard, 32. I reckon that's to do with burnout and playing from 16 years old.
yes.
But Michael Owen, the trendsetter there, of course.
But also though, when you're like Hazard as well, if you've made enough money. You didn't like so. Can you be asked? Is there quite like?
Yeah, but also, like, what's his future? He's playing in, like, charity games now, isn't it? And he had legacy. Like, I'm of the firm belief he had 3 good seasons. Eden Hazard, one.
He was
Well,
definitely
he went
overrated.
1 calendar year without a Premier League goal.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember, 17, 18, something like that.
He was massively overrated.
He had a really good season, that season where he scored that goal at Anfield. And then the season after, he went a full year without a Premier League goal.
You should bring back, like, to reinstate the importance of, to sort of evenly distribute the popularity of European League football, is that you should have like a jury service thing where it's like, oh no, you're not going to Al Nassr, Eden. You're playing for Leon, and you're gonna like it, and then that helps raise the profile of League. So you can counter block all these trades.
Did it?
Yeah. Oh, League One's a farmers' league. Yes, I know. everyone says that. Yes, I know. But what you don't understand is 10, 15 years ago, even the Bundesliga people are like,
Yeah, but it's just because.
you don't remember graphite.
Yeah.
Or graphite, sorry.
Yeah. No.
Diego.
Diego Wolfsburg had some. Maximilian Arnold still
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, yeah.
Baller.
He was a nippy winger, wasn't he? And now he's a defensive
I signed him
midfielder.
for Bolton on FIFA, made him a captain.
Well, I had a Wolfsburg server on the time, and it was legendary.
Oh.
Yeah, won many
The
trophies.
Czech
Maxi
Republic
Arnold and
right back
Diego.
Gabriel Selassie. You don't
Oh,
remember,
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah, Ethiopia. Yeah, that famous ethnic combination of Ethiopian Czech.
Of course, Ricardo Rodriguez was the main man at Wolfsburg back then, on left back, who made it to your Euros heroes.
Oh, he did.
in the summer.
He did. Folklore
kicksman.
before pre Barclaysman. We had Eurosman.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
really took off. Go scroll down on Instagram. To
Yeah.
give us some views.
Oh,
We've got Paqueta.
we've got
Paqueta.
Paqueta. We've got because we've just rambled about absolute
Oh, you've
shite.
got
for 10
Mbeumo.
minutes. We've got
Mbeumo.
Embuemo for 1 minute and Embuemo Wisser as a package.
Yeah.
Paqueta for yellow cards, and I think, although I've done nominations there just to pad a bit of time, the winner for me, I think the winner for all of us of modern Barclaysman of the year has to be for me, John Duran. Duran.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Just fucking hit it from 40 yards
Yeah.
and
Suddenly
have a
scored
go.
8 goals, and everyone loves him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Also, as well, Villa's standout player because he fucking twats it from 45 yards. That's all people remember, including me. But comes on for 20 minutes. I'm gonna fucking have this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was one last season. I fell in love with him last season. I think it was against Crystal Palace. Come to about 25 yards out, and he just took a touchdown and just whacked it. No, it was in the box, swivel volley, top corner, just absolutely hooned it. He's like, "Who's this?"
And what it was? There's the fucking. What did he do with? You had that said before about the fucking.
So in the summer he was going to West Ham. It was all done and whatever. He even put himself on Instagram doing the Jesse Lingard did when he was 3 weeks on loan, and then it didn't happen. So Villa fans went for a few weeks of hating him, and now they love him to bits. And yeah, that's very Barclays.
Yeah.
One
It's got to be.
An abortive transfer is very
One that he
Barclays.
announced.
Yeah,
on his Instagram.
That's very. That's
I
very.
love it when the interview plays. When the interview plays and they're like, "Oh, we could have. I could have like the paperwork was. I love it. They were Brian's gun of the paperwork was signed. I love that. Paperwork was signed. I was all ready to go. Boom, boom.
Yeah, like fucking EastEnders theme tune about.
Yeah.
Dum, dum.
Because some good sort of storylines from the football world, weren't there? I think now that we've had football for that long, it's getting a bit stagnant. I think we could put a
Football, yeah, only 150 years.
a football-related soap that's a bit better than Dream Team. They didn't really.
Oh yeah, where they have like that's so 2000s that as well, where they end it with a fucking massive terrorist attack.
Yeah. Didn't the captain get assassinated while lifting the trophy? Or
Oh,
something?
there was loads. There was one where the team bus exploded. There was one where the star player climbed onto the roof after the game and jumped off.
Yeah.
There were loads like that. Do you remember Mile High? It was like a sitcom set on the.
What, with Dean Coughlin and Amy Lee Owens?
It's like a footballer's wives, but with
Yeah.
cabin crew.
The
And-
opening scene was two people
Yeah.
standing in an airplane toilet.
Yeah, and he had a heart attack.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway,
What a way to go.
Sky One. I'd
Is
love to
Harry
have
on the
been a-
boat? Things like that. Sky One had a real
Sky One
era.
writers' room, and it just. Yeah, and then and the fucking team bus explodes.
Yeah, man.
You can actually buy Harchester United shirts.
Yeah, on
The Cox Sporty.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But anyway,
People
real
will
football.
buy any old shite
Yeah.
apart from ours.
If anybody wants to write a football soap,
Patreon.com, Cultures/Ultras, it's only £1. Cheaper than Harchester United memorabilia. But I think I've done about 7 plugs in this for this, so we might have to edit these out, Mike, but never mind.
I'll chop
So yeah,
everything.
modern Barclaysman of the year. Sorry, I'll do this for a clip, right? You can leave this in because then you can see behind the scenes people who watch the full thing on YouTube. Modern Barclaysman of the year. Cultras modern Barclays. Fucking say it properly. Do it again. Cultras modern Barclaysman of the year. Dun 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 dun. John Duran.
Duran.
And then here's where, like, for the clip, don't bother for YouTube because peasants. But for the social media
Have a clip of him
maybe
scoring.
they put a soundtrack to Duran.
Yeah.
There we go.
Put it on the floor now, babe.
And if that doesn't let us quit our jobs, I don't know what will.
It is like, you know, the sort of. It gets a bit thinking out. PES 6 Adriano. And it's that's just your clickbait. Everyone knows that. It's like when people say, coming up tonight on Channel 4, one of the most underrated films of all time, Dead Man's Shoes. And it's just clickbait for people who have a Union Jack in their profile picture.
It's slightly less boring than what do you call a bread roll? Isn't it?
Yeah, God. What do you call this? A poor excuse for content. But it is like, to use that comparison, like sort of 99 shot power and like literally just, who was it, Eugene, who tweeted that like people wanting realistic football game, but then remembering this, and it was just like a kick-off of PES 6.
Yeah, and Adriano
booting
smacking
it
it.
from the halfway back, going in. But absolutely, John Duran.
Yeah, there used to be.
PES 6 vibes.
I think he's the closest to Adriano gaming regen with Duran, because they're going to have to put his shot power up on games now, aren't they? And there's going to be competitions online who can score the best Duran goal.
Did you ever have? I remember a football game like This Is Arsenal 2005.
Oh,
the range of games.
This is Liverpool. They had all them.
Birmingham City had one.
Birmingham City had one.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
There used to be a glitch on it though, where because obviously it was the only one I could get hold of was Arsenal, but Sporting Borough. So Ali had took Thierry Henry out the team for Jeremy Elliott. But there was a glitch on the game where, like, if you just took a certain touch and then just hit it, the full power would go in every single time. So like, I remember playing it with my cousin, and like every game had finished like 37-35.
Oh yeah, Birmingham Club Football 2005.
Gary Lineker on commentary, and you wouldn't get any other team, so you could play as the team that was sponsored in the game, but you'd be playing like
The
London,
reserves.
yeah, or like West Midlands.
Oh yeah.
Blue if you didn't have the Birmingham one, or like they pezzed it, so the only team you could play as that was licensed. I think even play licenses as well, but yeah, it was a weird time for.
Yeah, it's because they hadn't. It wasn't like it was new on it really.
Yeah.
It was like the first time where people had it all in the. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like the Champions League game.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was an age when it wasn't that popular because I lived through it. I didn't really play FIFA 2001 or 02. I got back into it in 03. I played them a little bit, but I was out drinking cider on pitches. But yeah, I got back into it in 2003. But looking at the just found your club football 2005, they're the top, on the blurb. It's like, play a real football game. And it's got David Dunn, Heskey, Robbie Savage, and Mikel Forsell on the game.
Oh yeah, thousands of people in the Birmingham. Mum, I can tell you what I want for Christmas.
Yow, could you get yow? But yeah, mom. Apologies to anyone in Birmingham.
Is that Lonsdale era Birmingham?
Let's have a quick look. No, Flyby.
Flyby and phones for you,
made the kit.
I'll just leave these on.
I think it was in that age. Deodora Leeds had a kit, didn't they? And it had them spots on the arm that used to show when people got sweaty.
Yeah.
They changed colour.
Really?
Never did.
Yeah.
They never did.
saw it happen. A few clubs had it.
Watford. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was thinking about Watford on the drive up today, actually.
I was thinking about Watford.
99% of the time, you will just put in the group chat like, "Oh,
yeah.
I remember Birmingham City."
So, we're quite keen on being able to speak. No, we're quite keen on not being labelled as nostalgia merchants. But,
yes, although it's much easier than coming up with any.
We haven't really done Coca-Colasman yet, but
no, we haven't.
If and when we do, so keep tuned.
Yeah, I'm not doing all fucking 92 clubs. Fuck that.
Stevenage. Just what are you?
Just fucking 70 years old. Wickham Wanderers.
Oh, United
Wickham Wanderers.
But no, Watford have a real era where it was just fun, wasn't it? Do you remember that Watford Championship era when they got promoted? They had like that Daniel Poodle, and they had
Daniel Poodle.
Forestieri.
Who's that other Czech guy?
Alman Abdi. They got promoted to Premier League, And season they got promoted, they had 4 managers.
Yeah.
So like, 3 managers were shit, but 1 were good, and they still got promoted.
Was it
Fox
Jokanovic? Yeah, I think it was Jokanovic where they had like
Pavissa.
where they had he got them promoted, then like drew 2 games in and they sacked him.
Yeah.
It was early 2010s.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was well in.
That was well in. Yeah.
It was around. It was, I think, shortly just after.
That was about
the Deeney
2017.
goal era, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 2017. Yeah, it's the year they went up, so it must have been.
Richarlison.
Was Jokanovic
Yeah,
managing
they
him?
brought him in, didn't they? I
Yeah.
forgot he was at Watford.
Yeah.
He's an extremely Watford player.
And
Yeah.
Cathcart.
Craig Cathcart.
Wow.
I remember the year they got promoted into, is it 06 or 7? Ashley Young and you remember the documentary on Jay Demerit?
No,
It's on the list.
I remember going to the cinema and there was a trailer for a film about
Jay Demerit. Fucking hell.
Did he play for Watford? Or am I thinking Stuart
Yeah, he
Holden?
did. Yeah, he's American.
No, Stuart Holden played for Bolton.
Bolton, he's the one who broke his leg.
And he
that's
went,
how
Jay
He wa-
Demerit, Stars and Stripes, baby, woohoo!
Stuart Holden once retweeted us when back in the day when we were on like
Yes,
2000
he
when we-
did, yeah.
before
Thank you,
Barclaysmen.
Stuart.
Yeah,
Before Paul Robinson.
yeah.
Yeah, well, in the Championship, they had Aurelio Gomez as well, Watford.
Aurelio Gomez. Yeah.
The man with the longest arms in football. Adlan Guediora.
Oh yeah,
He's an understated Barclaysman, in my opinion. Could have made it a bit
when
more.
Borough were about to get relegated in the last season we were up. We were not. It was not looking good. We're 19th, right? January. Who do we sign? Rudy Gusted, Patrick Bamford,
One Gusted signed instead of someone else.
and Adlan Guediora. But Adlan Guediora used to have, and I'm gutted he's taken it out. But he used to have hashtag Guediora Rocket Factory in his Twitter bio.
Oh, that's got to be something.
That's class. Back yourself.
Yeah.
Gabriel Tamas, remember him?
Gabriel Tamas.
Diego Fabrini.
No, Diego Fabrini. Talk to me about Diego Fabrini.
20 goals in
What a
22
player.
appearances. Odio Igalo.
Yeah.
Igalo and Vidra up front.
And then Igalo was getting loads of shit for like going to wherever he was going, China or something.
He's a mercenary.
Is this 16,
Or Saudi.
17?
15, 16.
Oh, so they got promoted that year. Because a couple of years prior to that infamous Almunia. Dini? That's like
Yeah, yeah.
years
Hog
before, isn't it?
Dini.
Yeah.
But like well, yeah, to try Dini. I've got a moment. I didn't call it a Dini moment. Shut up, you cunt.
I mean, it's a great clip, but yeah, you didn't get promoted off it, did you?
No, they did get promoted that. Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Oh, Fitzhall was there that season.
One size.
In unison.
Oh yes.
That's what we like.
Did they get promoted off that, or did they get beat by? I thought Palace
Yeah.
beat them
Did Palace beat them?
on pens.
I don't know.
Okay.
This is like it's great being fucking nostalgia merchants and
can't
not
remember.
remembering.
They got beat by Palace 1-0 finally.
Oh, right, there we go.
Phillips penalty. You're welcome. Watch that.
Anthony
live.
Knockout is a fucking Coca. The
Yes.
man who missed the penalty
Yeah.
is a fucking
Anthony
Coca-Cola's man.
Knocker- Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's been at clubs that subsequently have been in
Palace.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Leicester, Brighton.
Leicester's 2 strikers
Watford.
that game. One of them scored, one of them got booked. David Nugent and Chris Wood.
Oh, Chris Wood played for Palace.
No, he played for
Leicester.
Leicester. Oh.
Scored in Europe for Birmingham.
He's played for
Let's
everyone, Wood.
get off Chris Wood
Yeah,
quickly.
sorry,
Fuck.
Yeah.
What was I saying? What was
Barclaysman at
He played
year.
for Borough.
yeah.
Coca-Cola's been Rory Fallon. There you go.
Oh yes.
Plymouth.
But and Aberdeen. Which is not in England.
Clive.
Yes, the next award I'm giving out is Barclays Manager of the Year.
Oh yes,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got 2 for this.
You've got 2, right? I've got 1. My nomination is Mr. Postecoglou. Just because he plays absolutely stupid. No, don't bother defending football, like Kevin Keegan. Even though that
Yeah.
was Carlin era.
That's just as mate.
But and just how angry and how autistically he looks down and everything.
Yeah, that picture of him is as well, which everyone uses for everything now, but even just on sideline on his knees with his head in his hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's after watching Son Heung-min trying
yeah.
to track back.
and he's like 60, you know, and
Is he really?
Yeah.
I know he used to be manager of Australia, didn't he?
then he got him to the World Cup and then fell out with the thing and then fucked him off. And he was a manager of Yokohama F Marinos as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So But I think that'd be quite a good football manager challenge, right? Start at an international.
Postecoglou careers.
Start in the Australian league. See if you can get to Japan, then like just try and get to the Premier League.
In the longest possible.
Basically the Pacific run of the World War II.
yeah. Try and see if you can get from fucking Yokohama to Glasgow in one move. Even if you have to accept a job at fucking Edinburgh City. Well, that's not in Glasgow, is it? Rangers.
I watched I think yesterday it was the 20th anniversary of Australia beating Uruguay.
Famously.
Now you said it, I remember.
I missed Australia beating Uruguay Day. Fucking hell.
Dude,
I had a hat and everything.
I think that was the
I know what you mean, though, yeah. For the 06 World Cup.
Yeah, I think that was the victory that got them into
Was it?
the AFC conference.
Was it 06 or 00?
It was for 06 because they made every World Cup since then. It was when I think Gus Hiddink was manager.
Yeah, it was 7 o'clock on a Sunday evening in Canberra as well. Yeah.
Oh, right. I see. Yeah.
Aliosi scores the winning.
Aloisi.
Unfortunately.
When I was younger, used to partake one or two Portsmouth games, and John Aloisi was the star striker there. They used to sing Aloisi, Johnny Aloisi, and then he went to Coventry in a big money move.
Big money move to Coventry. From one bankrupt club to from Portsmouth to Coventry.
Oh, what a team they had, though, Australia then. Schwarzer, Lucas Neal, Tony Popovic.
Schwarzer saved 3 penalties in the shootout, yeah.
Brett Emerton, Vince Corella,
Corella.
Bresciano, Wiltshire. Wasn't
Emerton?
he at Borough, Luke Wiltshire?
Yeah. Right.
Tim Cahill, Mark Viduka. They're like a team of Barclaysmen with Archie Thompson and a...
Is Kuhl and Emerton in
scored
that?
a penalty, yeah. Viduka missed a pen.
Oh.
The reason I bring that up is because in the changing room after when they're celebrating, John Travolta comes in. And he's at the point of his career where, I don't know.
What is the point?
Pretty much do anything he wants. And they all sing, "You're the one I want, you are the one I want." Well, champagne has been sprayed in a myriad of different directions. And then for 2010, before...
Why is John Travolta there?
Well, before the 2010 World Cup.
As the casting director said to Quentin Tarantino in Pulp Fiction.
What is...
That's a nice little joke
You
for
could
you.
do the meme of him going...
The
Australian football.
Put it in, Mike.
I'll try my darndest.
He boards the plane authorized before they fly.
It's not 9/11 into Australia's 9/11 when John Travolta.
Before they fly to South Africa.
Did he fly it?
And imagine.
He's a registered pilot, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he can fly. Yeah.
And he starts singing.
What, over the tannoy?
He's like with the team, but he changes the lyrics to like the Socceroos or something. But it's like, I've got Viduka. But he wasn't playing. It was something like that where he's like
Wiltshire.
He tailors the song to fit the Socceroos, and it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
Grella lightning, shit like that.
Postecoglou, kind of what does Bob Mortimer call it? Like a destroy and exit job? But I don't know. He is trying his best, but he's like. He needs a couple more moments.
He's stubborn as hell, isn't he?
Yeah,
He has to be. He likes this thing that he's got where he's stuck in his ways, and that's just as Mike.
But I think Tottenham are always going to like you built like spent 10 years building a team around Harry Kane.
Well, no, Tottenham. They don't like the term Spursy, but there's got to be some at Spursy. And 15 years of shouting out for we're too defensive. We need someone. We need a cavalier who plays attacking football, and then they get the extreme of that who just doesn't believe in defending whatsoever.
Yeah.
So they finally get their wishes, but it's just too much. Now they're calling for a little bit of defensive stability again, and they're probably going to go back to one day Ramos and start again.
Yeah. I just think Spurs are just cursed forever to never be quite as good as they should be.
Yeah, and they've got. What was the last time the Carling Cup in 07 or 08?
Well, that was it, innit? They've had that
With
apart from the league in 1963 or whatever, and then they were trying to go into Super League.
There's the curse. There's the curse of fucking Spurs for you. By the way, dear listeners, right? Jermaine Genius's only trophy. That fucking 2007. You let Jermaine Genius win a trophy.
He was an all right player, Jermaine Genius. I feel a bit bad for him.
He was all right, but he's a cunt.
He's fallen victim to this thing that people have nowadays, where it's just like you have to hate a football co-commentator, unless it's cool to not.
Well,
like, everyone loves Andros Townsend because someone went, "Oh, he was all right," and it's like, yeah, but they're just talking. They don't. It's not like they can go on. Like everyone goes, "Oh, Danny Mills," he goes on and he just speaks, but it's not like he can go like, "Yo, all right, boys, fucking shit game, this," and it has to be BBC.
Although it was. I remember in maybe 2018, maybe 2014 World Cup. What's he called? Your man Wilson, commentator. You'll know. You're autistic.
Fact.
Not Guy. Maybe Guy Mowbray.
Guy Mowbray, York City fan. Hello, Guy.
Might be Guy. Might be Guy, or maybe Jonathan Wilson. Jonathan Wilson. Anyway.
Steve Wilson commentator.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but it was. I think it was Japan, Cameroon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Autism actor. Well,
Power Rangers.
Japan, Cameroon. But yeah, do you know what I mean? They're fucking, and they were just slagging the game off the entire time.
Because you don't want to go anywhere, you might miss something. And Mark Lawrenson goes, like, what, your tea? And then Japan score. Oh, Japan have scored. And Mark Lawrenson goes, oh, bloody hell. Like, he's got to do his job. For any one of us, that's my dream, commentating on fucking Japan, Cameroon in a rain-soaked Bloemfontein at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And Mark Lawrenson's shrugging his shoulders.
Yeah, wishing he was at the pub.
Daisuke Honda scored.
Yeah, but I think you should be able to say that this game's shit.
I think there's a course for Channel 4 always try these kind of things, don't they? Your alternative election night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, an alternative. Yeah,
alternative. Like, they used to have fan zone, and people say bring that back nowadays, but it won't be the same. Like
no,
there was certain easier parameters to break in them days. I don't think TNT try and do that now. Like we did it last year at the Champions League final, where it was like, we're going to give you exclusive access. And it was they just recorded that clip of Rio Ferdinand going, Ballon d'Or. It's like, no. You know what it's going to be eventually, though, isn't it? It's going to be YouTubers.
Yeah.
It's going to be annoying YouTubers. Not annoying YouTubers, but what I mean is like now your pundits on Sky, and I reckon it's because they don't have to pay them because they'll get the hits and everything like that.
Yeah,
the debate that they're having now, isn't it? Is that you've got people who have worked hard on a 3-year journalism degree and have had experience and put miles in.
And you just shouldn't have fucking bothered.
Yeah.
The caveat that defending YouTubers, though, strangely, is because that's the media that was out there at the time.
Exactly, yeah.
And now they don't.
I think a hybrid can work where you can employ both and stuff, but you can't.
They've never played a game.
Like you've got people from Towie hosting radio.
I know, but at the same time, a lot of the standard journalists are fucking shit as well.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not like it's not like these are fucking starving artists.
Yes.
They're the people going, how do you feel about winning 5-0? Yeah. They're those people.
Give it to Stumpeg because she's fucking class.
Oh, yeah.
Don't give it to someone who. Don't give it to like Rory Jennings.
Don't name names.
Don't give it to Rory Jennings as well. I'll say because he'll say Haaland's a flop.
But
the perfect balance of like a good personality. Someone who can
touch base with the youth.
But it's not like a lot of it though is just like it's just clickbait stuff, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's not like
I can't read too much into it because the cobra's coming out of the basket. But just. Yeah.
No, but
incidentally, I have just stumbled across a website called the Internet Commentator Database. And
that's the most autistic thing.
You can
ICDB.
We're paying them.
Is he credited on us?
Oh, I don't know.
So you can click a commentator of any sport.
He's only got a 6.7 on ICDB. He's not very good.
But yeah, basically, I'm on Steve Wilson's now, and it's got every single commentary he's ever done. The stadium he did it, what TV show it was on.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's James's next 3 weeks sorted. ICDB.
That's all my annual leave gone.
West Brom v Arsenal, 29th of the 11th, 2014 was his first appearance on Match of the Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that as recent as that?
Yeah, you do get like when Channel 4. I don't know if they still do. Channel 4 still have rights to put Home Nations games on.
They did, didn't they? But they tried a young, hip version of doing it, didn't they? By doing it on sideline like TNT do. And
Like Matterface as well is like.
Matterface is
I
shite.
think he's
But
a
I hate-
common one but I think he's I don't know if commentators have always done it this way around, but he's far too radio-centric. So I remember listening to him on the radio. He used to annoy me on the radio. He'd be talking about a throw-in. He'd be going, Man City have a throw-in there as the sun fades behind the east
Genuinely,
stand.
he did that. Yeah.
Pep Guardiola standing there in his new grey turtleneck with slightly whiter sleeves. That's a strange look, isn't it, Ian? And then commentator goes, he wakes up. It was a good goal. Like, oh, what do you mean?
When
He
he-
just goes off on tangents, and it's like we don't need that. It's
No.
nice sometimes, and it's like how
Talk about going off on tangents. This was Barclays Manager of the Year. And we're on fucking Matterface.
they do know the commentators where they have to. They've ruined now the beauty of a poetic piece of commentary because
Yeah.
we were probably a bit naive at the time to not think it, but they were probably all planned, all these perfect bits of commentary, and now because they're all so pre-planned, you get a snippet chucked in when the left winger fires one from 35 yards, but it hits the defender because he's already saying his pre-planned thing out that he had.
It's like,
Yeah.
like you don't want to go too far in the other direction, where it's like a
That's
Martin
a goal.
Tyler, and it's like
Oh, Benteke's over
the
a
man
kick.
has written prose for every player.
But then
Like
again, though,
the-
he's done a lot of exciting moments
He
in his
has.
career. Stick
Like
it up
the
for you,
Greek-
Martin,
the
because you
Greek-
still want to come
People were like, but I think though it's just typical fucking whinging, typical English whinging. Like the fucking like when the end of the last few years of Martin Tyler, every year, every fucking game going, Tyler can't be arsed now, or Tyler's shit, Tyler's this, and now like Peter Drury had a fucking.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Peter Drury had a 6-month fucking honeymoon period.
Yeah.
No,
And
but
then-
it's cool to not like people. That's why.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
wanted Drury in for exactly what he's
Yeah,
brought
yeah.
into it, and now he's brought it into it. They're going, yeah, but
I mean, it
it's
is
too
funny,
much,
to-
isn't it?
I love doing. I love quote tweeting it with my own Peter because I think it's really funny.
It is
that
funny
He just
to
goes
do.
off on like the Greek gods. who-
Yeah, Manolas in Rome.
Yeah, Manolas in Rome.
Rome from the ruin. That is that is amazing.
Kostas Manolas, by the way,
Oh,
is now
seen it.
4th division. He's playing for his hometown club in Crete on the
Yeah.
4th division. He scored 5 times. He won 12-0.
He scored a lot of goals since he's been there. 2 games.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of another example, but yeah, but it's like leave it a beat because I think everyone's instantly wants to jump on the minute they score, whereas like if you're from the Tilsley University of commentating,
It was only for the big moments.
you leave a
But
beat.
like it's only because like Tilsley has had longer, and then obviously had like bigger like the treble and all that shit. And,
Guy Mowbray, love him,
Mm.
give him more.
yeah, but it's only like you're only as good as your source material, aren't
Yes.
you?
Yeah.
You can't be fucking 1-1 Everton game going, wow, Dwight McNeil has bundled it over the line.
We still get the clips from the passer where it literally was a great goal by Wilson.
Yeah. And there he is, and Mr. Merriweather,
Yay.
Summer!
Merriweather scores from the outside left.
Turning his back to the home end there. The away supporters won't be happy with that one.
It truly was a great shot.
And he's just come back from his colonial police duties in Burma. He's
I say. The challenge.
Anyway, on from British pathe racism to Barclays Manager of the Year. We've had a Postecoglou. Who's your other? You said you had
I'm
two.
going. Mine's a toss up between Ella Kobe taking Maidenhead to the 5th round of the FA Cup
That's fair, yeah.
because
But that was last year, though, was it not?
this calendar year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 5th round.
Argument,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right. Yeah,
argument
you're right.
done.
You're right. You're right. No, I'm just thinking because usually conference like the FA Cup, it's like it's earlier on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dalglish, Shearer, other sort of player managers.
Dalglish, Manager of the Year 2024.
But like, you
Don't
know,
think so.
they were already icons. And it's not to say that George Ella Kobe wasn't, but George Ella Kobe is like a bar. Like we've
Yeah,
talked about.
yeah.
Kobe wasn't already
Yeah.
an icon.
Let's be controversial. Is George Ella Kobe on the level of Dalglish and shit?
So for him to be like, he's managing Maidenhead, it was like, oh, this is
Maidstone.
written in the stars. Like this is fantastic.
Maidstone.
Maidstone, sorry, not
Yeah,
Maidenhead.
yeah. Theresa May's constituency, Maidenhead.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And Timmy Mallett's club of Maidenhead.
Do you know what the mallet's called?
No.
Punky.
No.
So a bit of extra. when he used to do Tiz was like I remember that. I hate myself for doing stuff like that. Like if I come on, do you remember swap shops? Like James, you were born in 1997. Like a sort of anti-Peter Kay. Do you remember things I wasn't around for? Yes.
Who remembers the Atlantic slave trade?
Yes, Dad, my childhood. Or it is Pascal Chimbonda managing Skelmersdale, which I think probably does take the cap. I think Ella is a lovely underdog success story with like the magic of the cup, which has been absent for a while, I think. But
I don't like that saying.
I do, but in the sense that requires its proper means, not like a League Two, like not like a championship club.
I don't think there's any magic of the cup anymore. I think it's dead, and I think they try hard with it. I really do. Like the cup used to be something that people.
No, there's still like what was it?
Coventry United was good.
Yeah, it's a good moment, but like the FA Cup used to be something that because people never used to always get to watch football, and then it was put on the TV. So I'm like, the cup, I'm well into cup.
Freddie Starr used to do the pre-show, and then before he had to hamster.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the magic of the cup is right now. Yeah.
But it's Pascal Chimbonda managing Skelmersdale getting sent off, and then.
Oh, he got sent off, banned,
and then he reinstated himself as a player, which is utter textbook. The forward of shithousery,
finding a loophole to progress,
which is just phenomenal.
And then they sacked him. Fucking Wolves.
In the youth coach somewhere now as well. Was coaching under 14s.
But they had Skelmersdale were tweeting out the hashtag Skembonda.
Yes.
Every time they played stuff. I think that Chimbonda's out. Have you got any nominations, Mike?
Well, it depends. Is it current managers?
Current manager. It's just someone who's either an ex-Barclays. We should have probably prefaced this.
Yeah.
An ex-Barclaysman who is now a manager somewhere else.
Well, you could argue that manager-wise, the Premier League is every club's got a Barclaysman-esque manager that people will remember fondly, apart from Pep. Because there's Enzo Maresca, Glasner, Hertzler, 31 years. Remember him? That's what it'd be like in 10 years. Gary O'Neill, I don't think.
Gary O'Neill. Borough fans all hate him because he said on a podcast that he intentionally he was on 4 yellow cards on the 20th of December. I thought, I can have Christmas off here. He just got booked. And a load of Borough fans go, shit, that, whatever. And I thought, no, I'd do that. I'd fucking do that.
Iraola, who's like...
Iraola's...
He played for Bilbao in that semi-final against United.
He also played with David Villa and Frank Lampard at New York and Pirlo.
Everyone loves an Iraola, don't they?
But yeah, I reckon this season, because he's made him brilliant, and it's come out of nowhere, but Marco Silva making Fulham good. He's only had one bad spell of his career, really.
Everton.
Yeah, so it's so Everton. Isn't it?
Yeah. But he came in, he did wonders at Hull, didn't he? And he's like 3.5 months in charge there, so Everton.
Because Iwobi...
Did he keep Hull up that year?
Yeah.
Did Iwobi score last season for Fulham against United? Or something? Like Iwobi had a bit of a resurgence under Silva, which makes you think that maybe Everton are...
Yeah, didn't they buy him for 40 million quid and then sell him for nothing?
Yeah.
Like 40 million quid for Alex Iwobi is just fucking Thatcher's Britain. Fucking Alex Iwobi.
He come in on temporary charge at Hull, Silva, and 2 months into it, he tried to end the agreement for a ground share with the rugby club. He just comes over to Hull and tries to everything they're about.
Which I'd argue, is it Hull FC or Hull KR? Play it?
Yeah, Hull FC.
Yeah.
They're probably
There's 2 stadiums in Hull.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
They're literally
Kingston Rovers.
Yeah. They're separated by
I don't know the geography, but yeah, they're obviously vociferous rivals in rugby league. Yeah. But yeah, he's come in. He was there 3 months, kept them up, tried to end a long-standing institution, and then
tries to ruin rugby league,
and then goes to Everton and ruins Everton.
Yeah.
Scouser of the year, Marco Silva. Red of the year.
My favourite Everton gallows humour. I've got mates who are Everton fans, and it is part of me does wish. Not that it's like I get anything out, but I would love to just experience being an Everton fan for a day where you've become so desensitized with what football is and your club has become that your first and only resort is to just laugh about how bad everything is. There was a sign that said, just a reminder that smoking is banned in the stadium, and someone went, "Can someone give Sigurdsson a biff then?"
good.
And they all praised that, like, it was the only positive Just Stop Oil protest because it meant that it kept leak.
Yeah, when he's climbing on the pitch, you just hear, "Oh, fuck off, you blades!"
That guy with the bulk.
Oh yeah, just the guy who pulls a knife out of his pocket. Oh, Everton.
Fucking great.
But
I also want to chuck in Fabian Hertz as well, because I think, I might not be right, but I
Woke
think just
nonsense.
pulling a stat out of the air, he's the first ever manager in the Premier League to be born after the Premier League started.
really,
Wow,
that's cool. That is cool.
okay.
To be fair,
Yeah. He's only 31 years
that's
old.
a pub. That's for Cultras live show 2025
Yes.
up and down the country. On Monday and Thursdays, because that's when. No, otherwise, it'll clash with actual football. No one will come.
Do I want to see three men talk about how good football was, or do I want to watch for Premier League? You never know.
But yeah, so don't remember that, because that question's going to be in the quiz.
Do you reckon he was born just after, like...
He's 33.
He was born in the meat of the season. He was born as Man United turned the season round.
The meat.
February '93. Cantona had been there 3 or 4 months.
Is he only 31? I thought he was 33.
31, mate. Yeah, 26th of February
Right,
1993.
I've got 4 years to become a Premier League manager.
Yeah. Mickey Quinn was still up front for Coventry with his beer belly, mullet, and tash.
Yeah.
Top four there. I'm going to say Villa second, Norwich, QPR fourth.
Nope. Well,
That's just the Championship table now.
obviously United won it, but they were the worst team for the first couple of months. And then
It's like-
they spent some money on a mad Frenchman they didn't even want to sign because they wanted David Hurst from Chef Wednesday, but he was injured. So then the bit behind Cantona signing for Leeds, which is for us oldies, is Leeds rang Man United up trying to sign Dennis Irwin and ended the phone call without him and selling Eric Cantona for $1 million. So yeah, that's how Ferguson worked.
That's I like the. I don't know where that's what the football needs to bring back as well. Do you remember the fucking? What's the Peterborough guy called? Barry Fry.
Barry Fry.
Oh, Fry, yes.
Come sign for me, son. Have you ever seen the video?
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Where them documentaries, you don't
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
You get the nice ones with obviously the Mourinho one at Tottenham's good.
They're the same thing, but it's a state of what it's like.
Yeah,
now.
the nothing ones are a bit...
Yeah, but just where he just picks up the phone. Oh, I want this fucking cunt for fucking 20 quid. Nah, fuck off.
You want fucking 300 quid a week, mate?
The last,
Fuck off!
the last great one I
Think I
saw
made the money?
was that Liverpool one on Channel 5.
That was
when Rodgers
god awful.
first
That was the
season.
worst one in the history. Like,
I know Raheem. First playing back home.
that was like the
Steady.
biggest try hard I've ever seen, and that really summed up. Well, it sums up Brendan.
What was it? Was it
Rodgers'
the
whole
3
career,
people who are going to
doesn't it?
let us down this year? Is that in these envelopes?
There's 3 names written in these envelopes. Not one player believed it because they'd seen it was actually off a film, I think, and most of the players had seen the film.
Yeah.
But
Is
then
it
he
like-
really dug out Sterling to try and show he was a big man, and it just shows how Liverpool were at the time that Sterling was the big player. This was a 17-year-old kid or something at the time, and he's fully bullying him.
Yeah.
Right, and this is before he left his wife for the more glamorous younger model and left his family on the doorstep
There's a,
and got new teeth.
there's a great...
Wanker.
Just say how you feel about Brendan Rodgers.
He had this like sort of magic about him when he was at
was
Swansea,
weird.
didn't he?
Yeah, he looked
And
like
then
a
he come to
vampire.
Liverpool, and he just like he had this wholesomeness about him when he come to Liverpool. And then he come to Liverpool, and he played the Mr. Big I Am, and he got the new teeth, the new hairline, shanned the old family off, got the new younger model, and turned into this what he is now.
Only had to stay at Celtic one more year, win 10 in a row, and just be vaunted forever as well.
Yeah, but he also could have been the one that lost it.
I think
Well, no, I think Neil Lennon lost that on his own. To be fair,
plays your great character.
although and there's some very depressing footage of Neil Lennon after that. But the
There was a loot.
that Rangers unbeaten season will go down as the worst team to ever go unbeaten ever.
Yeah.
Gerrard,
Is that
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
got beaten in the Europa League final? I
Yeah.
remember this,
Yeah.
Frankfurt game.
There's a great Luton Town documentary, I think, from the turn of the century, where the advent of the internet, the players, the fans could vote on who they wanted to be club captain,
Wow.
which is something that
That would be like absolutely
never had.
Sean Dyche meme to fuck nowadays, wouldn't it, on Twitter? Like,
Yeah.
who should have that?
One thing I found out that I moaned about a couple of years ago, and everyone goes, "What you on about? That's just normal." Is you pay to be a mascot nowadays? I didn't, because I was part of Junior Reds at York City, and I and I was mascot on Boxing Day 1996 against Bradford. when a few players had to come off and change to AstroTurf trainers because the ground was frozen. And and that was because I was picked from a draw, and it was a magical occasion. And now, at like 46 kids get to be a mascot on a game, and they're charging kids to do it. Like it should, because I have as many mascots as I want, but they shouldn't be charging children to be a mascot.
When Wales,
It's a magical occasion. Oh, I remember this day. Yeah, it cost me $5,000, you prick. You better do.
when Wales played last year during international break, a stag do had paid for.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh
I
yeah, that's
like
funny
that.
enough. That's funny.
Yeah,
And they were like, but FAW were like, yeah, of course, yeah, no worries. And he like held Joe
Yeah,
Allen's
yeah.
hand. Fucking
it
great.
is great. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
But anyway, so who we giving it to? Who we giving Barclays Manager of the Year to?
That Hurtsler fact is.
Hurtsler's.
I like it
But-
because, like I say, he's very, very young. I mean, he's older than you, Per. Like, so it doesn't mean as much to you. But like, that's staggering for someone my age.
Yeah.
37.
Yeah.
Do you remember the promo, the Alive and Kicking promo with like Vinnie Jones cleaning his boots and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I don't. Sorry, it's hard because I can't say if I actually fully remember it or not because I've seen it that many times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's I've heard the stories behind it and things like that, like where they were just literally shoved in a warehouse and gone, yeah, take your clothes off, pretend you're in a shower.
Yeah.
and then Vinnie Jones is in there, and they're all putting the shirts. And they even made I can't remember who the player was. I think it was David Hurst for Sheff Wednesday, but the Sheffield Wednesday and the Sheffield United players accidentally put on the wrong shirts.
Oh,
on
which
the
you
advert.
couldn't do that now.
You couldn't do that now, no. So there's David, and they go, ooh, and swap them over.
Yeah. There'd just be some fucking dar on Facebook.
How dare you!
Who's dishonoured the owls? Fuck off.
A bloody blade shirt.
You've no right to be a blade. Fuck off. But anyway.
R&D at Gillette.
Oh, actually, quick, before
Not for a piss and a cigarette.
Yes. We're only halfway through this shit as well.
Sorry, we got 2.5 hours.
But
Sorry, I laughed into the mic.
Last time, Sheffield United, right? Away. Last time I went, Tuesday night. It was a week before Jamie Hutchinson's birthday, so I tried to stop Michael Carrick, his favourite player of all time, with all the kids. Oh, you know the thing like when they're asking for things. It's just me. There's me. A load of kids. And I go, Michael, please. And he just fucked off and ignored me. So that was a nice embarrassing.
I find that even funny because I really think there should be a comedy around autograph hunters.
Yeah.
And I think Ricky Gervais was asked recently if Derek was ever like, did you ever think about him being an autograph hunter? He was like, yeah, I do. But that kind of program would be hilarious. Just the following the people that go around and stand outside hotels and stand outside training, like in the cardigans. Like
they
trying to seem
It's a
relevant.
special breed, isn't it?
They get told.
They've just got a lot of perseverance.
Yeah.
They get told, but like the players get told not to sign. Like I remember, I think it was Napoli. Like all the players just walking past all these like thing, and then like there's someone going. There's always a tweet, but oh look how disgraceful it is. But they're told by the clubs not to do it because all of those shirts end up on resale.
Yeah, especially because the people just take numbers in. So they'll set like a 9 and they'll get someone who plays with 19, 9, 29, 39, whatever to sign the 9, and then they've got basically a signed frame shirt they can sell. So people refuse to do it. And there's a lot. There was one recently of the darts doing exactly the same, and all darts players who just look like come from work in men's club going, no, thank you, I won't do that. But it's like a principle behind it. No, I won't give you money. If you give me a blank piece of paper, I'll sign it.
Yeah.
So it's easy to make them look like pricks. And especially when they've got the GoPro on with the head torch. They're going, no, it didn't sign
My favourite ever one of them.
Let me down.
I've just remembered. Do you remember the fella who, in the middle of traffic, was like saw Salah, and then like he's like with his kids. He's in the middle of a fucking dual cam.
Thank God it didn't end up like Canada.
That happens in
No, but like he's going, Mo, open the Windsor, sign this, and he's just like, I'm driving, and there's about to be a green light. Mo, sign. You're a fucking disgrace, lad. Fuck off.
that
boring.
happens in their Last Dance where like Michael Jordan plays baseball for a couple of years and someone
And
pulls
Space
up-
Jam.
Yeah. I didn't want you. I wanted bugs, mate. I didn't want you, mate. Someone pulls up to him at like the crossing and he just tosses him a baseball and a pen and he signs it, just throws it back to him and then traps off. While there's a fucking red light. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, you know,
What's the strangest place you've asked a footballer or celebrity for their autograph?
Yeah, and also because we can't be bothered answering it ourselves because we'll argue. Hurtsler, Chimbonda, Postecoglou.
Marco Silva, Gary O'Neill.
Elacobe.
Marco Silva, Gary O'Neill, Elacobe. Do 6. I think you
There
can
is
do
a
6.
lot. There's a plethora. Even send your own suggestions in as well, because if you look through nowadays, you haven't got many of your greats.
Whoever gets the most mentions, we'll give it to in the comments.
Yeah, Thomas Frank.
Deserve it. Can't have deserve it for assembling a team of rapists.
Espirito Santo embodies Barclays.
Yeah.
Lopetegui definitely does.
Oh well, yeah, because
He failed at he didn't fail at Wolves, but he did do amazing at Wolves. He kept it up.
I know. Oh, I don't know. Arteta on the basis of hiring magicians.
Yeah, he's done a few things, and I don't.
Yeah, he's just his head's going in it, and it's gonna continue going the further away they get from.
He's in the way of the Arsenal fan now, though, isn't he? They win 2-0. We're the greatest team that's ever lived, and then they draw a game. So I've got to say, I don't trust the process. I think I'm Arteta out.
The problem is, right? You forget, like when a team like Arsenal, you start to feel when they were, post Wenger, pretty shit and that.
It was almost nice to have Arsenal back down there, and to take the mick out of them on Arsenal TV was almost tongue in cheek, but it was funny. But it was like, oh, welcome back to the world for a little bit.
Yeah, and then you forget how annoying they are.
Yeah, but that was the thing. They could have carried on like that, and because of the way they were acting, I wanted Man City to win the league. I could not stand because they'd all be on North London forever. We're the greatest team that's ever put. Just have some fucking humbleness. You were shit for 15 years.
You finished fourth in a row for fucking.
I know clubs get like that, and you've got to have your moment. But it would have been lovely for some other team to win Premier League last season. But it was just not Arsenal because they won't shut up about it for 30 years.
That guy who went. To be fair, the pitch was wet, and he goes, "The pitch was wet. Come on."
Oh, the tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is walking clickbait. I even want to comment about his headphones, the stuff he everything about him.
Yeah, where he's walking
Lovely guy,
into the ground.
Sure.
He's walking into the ground, and it looks like he's a player. He's walking past the coach. He's got his fingers.
Oh, what a guy!
You don't see what I see, Jamie.
And
Tell me what you see. Then do you go to the games?
Doesn't he eat like 3? Doesn't he eat at the same time as the players? He eats like 3 hours before the game.
Mental.
I've got.
Could you imagine? Like if I went to Melwood and just trained, sort of,
just on the car.
Yeah, simultaneously. Great job, lad. JA on my.
Self-made.
Yeah.
Sprayed on.
Have you ever been on a fan channel?
I think I'd get rinsed immediately.
I have accidentally. So
I'd love to go on Redmen TV, by the way. If you want me.
Yeah, well, I was Redmen TV.
Any of the 12 Liverpool channels, James.
I'll try and find the footage because it is quite funny. But me and my dad went to the pub on the off chance that if Liverpool won, there'd be a party and they'd have won the league. But I think obviously Man City won it. They were playing Newcastle, I think. Anyway, so we were walking home pissed and had a pie in the hand and saw that Redmen TV and pissed, didn't think anything of it. I walked by it and I went, Dad, that's Redmen TV. You should go back and have a look. So you just see me walk by like that. and then slowly come back and face the camera. I was like, eating a pie behind Paul Machin's shoulder.
My mate went on. He's at uni with. He's from Eccles, but is an Arsenal fan, and went on Arsenal fan TV. Oh. And they were like, "What do you think of the game today, mate?" And he went, "Yeah, as I say, it was great." Everyone, what the fuck is that with his voice?
North London.
I was like, oh Christ. The Everton Twitter Spaces at the minute are my favourite things.
Oh yeah.
Fucking cyclists, knickers and bras.
What I want to know is,
you fucking wall.
Is I've heard we're getting Strongbow dark fruits. Give your head a fucking boil, lad. You really harsh when we're 2-0 down. You're complaining because you're being served warm fucking strong. But give your head a boil, lad.
Did you see the one the other day about the chants that he done? He goes, it's just so fucking annoying. We never sign any players that are good for chants. Them over the park, they get all that. What are we going to sing? He passes the ball, calm as you like. Fucking Michael Keane.
Who do you think we should sign?
He goes, we just want to sign some players who would fit into a song.
Who do you think we should sign?
So
Don't fucking say Paul Mullen, lad.
Any players Everton can sign to put into a song and the song, put in the comments. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, all of that shite.
Oh, my wedding ring.
Oh, it's that time again, is it?
Oh, is now divorced.
Yeah.
Married to the love of the game.
Unfortunately, that'll be cut out.
Right, so we've got a few more of these. Let's rattle through them
Let's go.
because we've. A special award for stereotypical 2000s idiot of the year, Cole Palmer. Because Cole Palmer, right? Cole Palmer harks back to a time like the early
Where footballers
2000s.
weren't educated.
Footballers were fucking stupid. And like, because it used to be, it used to be like the proper hack thing, didn't it? On like, have I got news for you? Where Ian Hislop would go, oh, we're football, you know.
Wayne Rooney, Shrek.
Like, so
Fuck off.
Cole Palmer's the first English player, at least in a long time, that I remember. Where,
I think he's got full intelligence. I think he knows how to play it. And if he just
no, I think he's just.
what?
I don't think he's just stupid. I think he's just like, as in, but like the theory that he feels no pressure, I think is true. I think he's just physically incapable.
Yeah, but it's to coin a few phrases from modern football that I hate as well. But put him on the grass, and like when he's training on the grass, and what's the other one as well? In game.
It's not about how he is off. It's about how he is on.
He's on the field. Intelligence is far superior.
Oh yeah,
off
don't
the
get me wrong.
field.
He's probably like one of the best players.
No
in the
one
Premier
is
League, isn't he?
asking him to get a first class honours degree, are they?
It's just the fact that he went to private school as well, because City send them all to private school, don't they? So, funny.
That Burberry advert was just him fishing for 10 minutes. You seen that?
No.
The Burberry advert was just him in a Burberry coat
Yeah.
fishing in a pond. For 10 minutes. He's
But-
not saying anything.
But no, I like Cole Palmer, so he's getting a special award from me.
He's mint. He embodies that. He embodies that sort of lad I went to school with, who like
Yeah.
Yeah, he
couldn't be
absolutely does.
asked about anything else.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just fucking mint at
Yeah,
footy.
Yeah.
Harks back to
I
that.
bet he still plays out with him as well.
Yeah.
When he goes back, I bet
Well,
him a penny for the guy with him and out on the
Yeah,
street.
yeah. Well, they had to stop that Wayne Rooney, didn't they? They had to say that you can't go with Chippy.
Yeah.
When he was at Everton, it was like you can't hang around with
Who were your mates?
anymore.
Yeah. Oh, and right, so Cultras apology of the year, which just sounds bad, but it's not. So Brentford, Brighton, and Bournemouth. I would like to apologise to you all.
I thought this was going to be Newcastle based.
No, they fuck them. They can fuck off. No, do please follow, like, subscribe, Jordis. But no, apology of the year for Bournemouth for coming back twice. 3-0 down against Luton end of last season, 1-4-3. 2-0 down against Everton with 5 minutes to go. Antoine Semenyo, as you said, who's played for 25 years in the Championship.
He's been going forever. Still got a strong airline. 23 years old. Can't believe it.
Mental. So that's Bournemouth. I didn't give you any Barclaysmen because you don't really have any, but I would like to apologise for that. Oh, and you beat City as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
didn't they draw with Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too.
Desmond. And
Paul Mercer's best joke. That.
So apologies to Bournemouth for that. Brentford, I'd like to apologise for, as we said before, Johan Wisser and Embuemo. Bald means Barclays.
I just can't believe the hairline that Embuemo had in 2019 compared to now.
I'll put that up on the screen somewhere. There you go.
But yeah, your time is. This is the problem.
I think
you were quick to judge, and we get that. But honestly, this is good. Enjoy it now, and you can enjoy it more.
Yeah, you can call me a cunt in 10 years, Anjay.
Yeah.
Do you think,
encourage that? I would genuinely love you to do that.
And Brighton, as we said, for Hertzler. So
Yeah, because that was the worry for me. I thought like Brighton were gonna like nosedive after.
De Zerbi.
Oh,
yeah, and then even then, De Zerbi, but they managed to.
Well, Potter's been outed as a bit of a shit manager since, really, hasn't he?
I'll have none of this about Graham Potter. Yeah, he was at York City when I was there, and he used to see his dog walking. He used to see him walking his dog in the morning on the way to school. He's our left back. One scored direct from a corner away at Scunthorpe. But then left on the same day as John Parkin to Macclesfield when we were about to go bust, and we had that checkered sleeve shirt, the arsehole. And both of them scored, I think, on the return to Bootham Crescent and give it this to crowd. But fond memories of him and his Labrador on a morning. I'm sure he remembers me.
Yeah, he left us at our worst possible moment, came back and threw it in our face. But he did walk his dog.
He did walk his dog. He was rumoured Rick Roma job last week. But it's obviously gone to Ranieri. How was he still getting jobs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Ranieri had it. It was a very emotional, he's like, I don't like when they do that, when they end a good ending. Like
When the end a good ending.
yeah, like Ranieri. Give it like Roma job's impossible because they've got no money. They're not going to do it.
Spurs of the Serie A.
Yeah, unless they win the league. Yeah, unless they win the league, it's not successful. So, and they're not going to win the league because, well, they're just not.
It's his third spell in charge of Roma.
But he started and finished. Like Cagliari, like, and he kept them up.
Yeah.
He kept them up. They were fucking adrift. They were definitely going down. Ranieri kept them up. And then because then on Wikipedia, his career started and finished at Cagliari.
Exactly, yeah.
And then you fucking ruined it.
Well, there was potential uproar rumoured last week as the favourite for the job was Roberto Mancini because obviously he's Lazio man, isn't he? Can you imagine that? I thought Ranieri had been at Lazio at some point. I think it's the only Italian club in all tiers that he hasn't been to.
Anti-fascist Ranieri. Yeah.
Puto Liana. But yeah, Graham Potter, Roberto Mancini, and Claudio Ranieri were the three spearheads for
There we go.
the running for the Roma job.
Won the Conference League as well.
They don't win much.
No, it's mad that, isn't it? Because
You associate them with winning stuff, but I can't really.
yeah.
I remember. I need a drink, coffee break. I remember him playing Liverpool in quarter or semi-final of a European trophy in 2000, I think, and that was and they played Leeds around that similar time. They always had great players, great kits, but they never went on to do anything. Just always sold them, apart from the ones that they kept, like Totti. But
there was that famous. Was it United who beat them 7-0 or something?
Yeah.
Was it Mancini?
Mancini, the Brazilian,
who scores that amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
they've had some players over the time. Roma, Christ.
And there's your cultures of the year awards. Anyway, my arse is going numb, so I would like to stand up and go for a cigarette. Outro.
Oh, sorry, headphones.
That's it, James. He's fucking watching bailiffs on fucking Instagram.
He's on the commentator
Can't
database.
pay with ICDB again.
I am
I was actually
CDB.
watching the brilliant Ski from Dirk and Ski.
Oh.
Funny guy.
Right, that's your cultures of the year awards done. Do send us death threats.
Yeah.
Please send us some more in as well, because I'm sure there's loads we missed. This was quite on a whim in our heads.
All the other things we could have done, and we'll steal it for next year and not credit you. Patreon.com/culture_ultras at the Cultras Pod for everything else. See you later. This should be near Christmas, so
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Crazy Kwanzaa.
Tip-top tet and a solid and dignified road. Great bit that.
And a tip-top and a solemn dignified Ramadan. Right, see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Lovely stuff.